2019 marks the 100-year anniversary of the Bauhaus, the German art school that was in operation from 1919 to 1933, but closed down under pressure from the Nazi regime. The Bauhaus, which literally translates to building house, was created with the hope that all disciplines of art would be able to be brought together. The influence of the Bauhaus on design education was significant. One of the main objectives of the Bauhaus was to unify art, craft, and technology, and this approach was incorporated into the curriculum of the Bauhaus.
Here at Auburn University, Bauhaus influences are still apparent. To tell us more, we interviewed Professor Shea Tillman about Bauhaus influences on urban design program.
The first thing that comes to my mind is that the Bauhaus created an educational model for teaching design. And so just by the very nature that this is a design school, we are in fact in the tradition of the Bauhaus, following along with that, not in a fine arts tradition, but in a tradition of taking design out of the just out of the craft and the workshop and trying to put it into production. And even though the Bauhaus was not really fully successful in making art objects and art run smoothly into production, they were making an effort to do that. So the things they designed were designed for the new age and to be a machine for lighting or a machine for sitting or something that would allow someone to kind of move into the new age and be built by mass-produced techniques. And so we still follow in that tradition here at Auburn. We design for everyone, not just for a select few. So unfortunately, a lot of Bauhaus artifacts today have become known as art objects that are kind of esoteric and expensive. I think in contrast, most of what we do here at Auburn is meant to be very practical, and so we have a very practical, useful, functional approach to design that they were beginning with in Bauhaus, but it's probably better seen in the Ulm school back in the 1950s. So also we have kind of a legacy perspective there. Myself and Chris Arnold and Randy Bartlett and Rich Brittenell all studied under Dr. Walter Scher and in some cases Eva Feil. I did not have Eva, but others did. And Walter Scher came from HFG Ulm in that legendary post-war design school that was really the post-war extension of the Bauhaus. He came out of that school as well as Eva Feil, and they had been under Max Bill. So Max Bill started HFG Ulm, and in fact Eva Feil worked with Max Bill personally. He had come from the Bauhaus. So you have this Bauhaus master going and helping start the HFG school at Ulm, the design school in Ulm, Germany, post-war, and then those students coming and becoming faculty at Auburn, and then teaching the faculty that are now at Auburn even today. So there's definitely a personnel tie to the Bauhaus from Auburn, but also just a practical tie in the way that we approach both our educational system, being tied to the workshop, being tied to the craft, but also making things that are more useful and functional for people. And I think that's really what we're trying to do here at Auburn.